Hello, everyone, and welcome to the program. This is Sunday Politics live on Channels Television. I'm Kayode Okikiolu here in Lagos. Now, the build-up to the governorship elections in Bayelsa and Kogi State is getting more intense with 19 days to go. So tonight on the program, we'll speak with some of the prominent figures in both states on various controversies that have been making the rounds. And add to that, the preparedness of the stakeholders. We'll also be getting their commitment to a free, fair, credible, and violence-free elections. Well, Bayelsa State is our first destination in this series as we speak with the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Senator Douye. He joins us live via Skype. Good evening, Senator, and thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
Perhaps one of the questions you probably heard a lot of times is something about who you are. So let's start from there. Who is Senator Douye?
You've said it all. Senator Douye is a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, representing Bayelsa Central Senatorial District.
All right, so let's just get into other issues now. You recently said that you are not satisfied with the level of development in Bayelsa State. Now, I remember you made that statement while speaking with the Daily, but seeing that your party has been in power since 1999, is that statement a direct indictment on your party? Or what do you mean exactly by this? Are you saying your party has performed below par?
That was a misquotation of my statements. My statement did not say that we are not satisfied with what the party has been able to put on table over the years. I was making reference to a state that was created for 23 years, and my party having been in the saddle for not up to 23 years, the expectations were that we should have moved further than where we are. But make no mistakes that the party has actually contributed towards the development of Bayelsa State over the years, even though it is not up to where we expected that it should be moved to. That was my statement.
All right. So now, a major issue of contention most times for oil-producing states, especially Bayelsa, is this talk about oil derivation and allocation. Now, there are two sides to this story. On one hand, some people believe that Bayelsa State has gotten, a lot of allocations in the past few years, and the development there is not commensurate to the allocations they have gotten. And some others believe that, in fact, Bayelsa State is not getting enough. Now, which of those categories do you belong to?
I don't believe in any two of them. I don't believe in anybody allocating money to Bayelsa State. I believe that Bayelsa State should have control over resources in its land, and any other state for that matter, and pay tax to the federal government. I belong to that school of thought. I don't belong to the school of thought where resources from one location is taken to the federal, and then you now expropriate these resources to other places and give peanuts to where these resources are coming from. I don't belong to that school of thought.
So that takes us back to my earlier question about the PDP being in power. If that has been a major issue of contention, so how have you not been able to make much progress in ensuring that, this kind of arrangement changes to what you want it to be?
Yeah, that's why even in the National Assembly, we stood for the constitutional amendments that will lead to a federalism as it is practiced in other climes. We are practicing a unitary system of government in the name of a federal system of government. And that has all moved this country forward, not only Bayelsa State. As a people, we have been known advocating for true federalism anywhere we find the opportunity. And so PDP, yes, has been in power we have not been able to achieve that. That does not mean we'll stop advocating for it.
Right. So, you know what? I'll just take you back to the first question, just to give you, a fair chance to answer the question about who is Senator Douye. Now, the context is seeing that you are running for governor of Bayelsa State. And the big question would always be, what are your antecedents, your pedigree, and what makes you think that you can shine if you, win that election?
Well, firstly, I think I've been well groomed for that position. Been to school, graduated, studied political science education and a combined honors degree. And thereafter, I've been an activist of the Ijaw nationality. I was National Organizing Secretary of the Ijaw National Congress. Of course, the pioneer National Organizing Secretary of the Congress, elected. Thereafter, we tried our best to ensure Bayelsa State was created. Bayelsa State was created, and we left Port Harcourt, came back to our states, served my states in various capacities, Executive Secretary of Youth Development Center, Cabinet Commissioner of Youth and Sports.
Right.
During my era, we took sports to greater heights, and Bayelsa State was now in the map of sporting states.
Okay, now seeing some of
I
these...
remember we won the...
If I may butt in now, seeing some of these antecedents you have mentioned, I'd like to take you up on an issue which has been widely discussed, and that's about politics in Nigeria and how to succeed in politics. Now, some people believe that you cannot succeed as a politician in Nigeria if you don't have a godfather. So I'd like to ask you, is that the case?
Well, I don't believe it is all about godfatherism. It's about political parties. We don't have individuals who run for offices. Our constitution does not permit that. It is about you coming through a political party. And for now, I'm a candidate of a frontline political party, the People's Democratic Party, the ruling party in my state.
So would you care to tell us if you have a godfather, for example?
I don't think that description is right. It is not godfatherism. I've told you we have a ruling party. The government must support you because the government belongs to the political party. And so it is the manifesto of our party that the government here in Bayelsa have tried over the years to practice. And so we all belong to the government of the state and belong to our party. So it is not all about godfatherism.
Right. So let's now focus on the build-up to the coming elections. You recall the primaries that took place in your party, and some of the issues that came up. Now, there are talks about some division in your party. In fact, I understand there's meant to be a reconciliation committee to bring back parties that are disaffected or not happy about the outcome of the primaries. So I'd like to put it to you, is your party united ahead of this election?
As it is typical with every election, it's not just with us here. You are aware we are 21 aspirants. And so at the end of every electoral processes, you will certainly have some disaffections and some people who will disagree. And of course, the primary thing about politics is disagreeing to agree. So as we speak today, there are several efforts put up by the state and even by the party at the national. And so reconciliation has been ongoing. And, we believe that before we get into the elections, there will be a total reconciliation in our party.
All right. On a final note, before we let you go, we understand that you're planning to perhaps continue with the restoration agenda of the current governor. So I'd like to ask you to break it down. What are your plans for the people of the state should, in case you win this coming election?
Well, what we have tagged as is consolidating on the restoration gains
Right.
for prosperity in Bayelsa. Whether anybody likes it or not, the restoration government in Bayelsa has put so much on ground in terms of infrastructure, in terms of education, health, security, and go on and on. So what we are saying here, what we are advocating here, is that we need to consolidate on
All right.
these that we put on ground.
Okay.
And when we consolidate on them, we will add and fill the gaps.
All right, Senator
So that
Douye,
we ensure that
I think that's a fine place to leave it, especially because we're having challenges hearing you. But we'd like to thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on the program. And definitely we'll get your views in the coming days. We've been speaking with the PDP governorship candidate ahead of the Bayelsa governorship election.